Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the podcast. I'm Silk the Shocker.
And I am Sade. This is The Read. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you indeed for joining us yet again in another week's episode. Well, how are you?
Things have been crazy for me lately, kind of out of control, honestly, but I am still making it somehow. And that is about as good as it's going to get. What about you?
Fuck that.
Oh, okay, fun. Love to hear it.
Fuck making it somehow when the world gives us garbage.
I mean,
let's set something on fire.
Just a little fun arson for the day.
Well, I was serious.
Just a little criminal activity. No, it sounds good to me. Yeah, I mean, I would love to go to one of those spots where you get to just break the hell out of something. That actually sounds like fun.
Oh, rage rooms?
Yeah.
They're not good for you.
Oh, are they not?
No.
What do they do that's bad?
Kind of allows your mind to associate stress with violence.
Oh. Ooh, I didn't even think of that.
Coping with stress.
By destroying the things around you. Yeah. That's an excellent point. Okay, something to consider. Well.
But I guess also burning things down isn't a healthy.
How are you? What kind of mind space are you in right now?
I didn't know that one could be this tired.
Okay.
34, almost 35 is a strange balance of wanting to tap into the youth I have left, specifically on the weekends, to go and enjoy my life and have fun and shake the ass that I have left and drink spirits and scam niggas and just do all of the beautiful things that life has to offer. But then there's rest. Then there's sleep. Then there's, Hulu Live, which I've just introduced myself to. I mean, it's just options. Also, as millennials, I was just saying this to Candace earlier. Every day is like a constant reminder that we sit between two very extreme generations, at least to me. Like one that is very, very set in their ways, that is so steeped in trauma that they have no sort of idea or intention on fixing it. Right. Or healing from it so that they can be well for themselves, much less the people in their lives, specifically the people they created.
Okay.
And then on the other side is a generation that don't give a fuck about shit. Like they don't give a fuck about racism, this phobia, that phobia. They're just like, hey, girls.
The kids are out here.
So far removed.
Yeah.
Like, they have all the words and they have all of the knowledge and they have all of the, like, psychotherapy verbiage. What they're doing with it, I'm still trying to figure out.
That is a whole nother conversation for sure. But, yeah, the youth have a way of... Yeah, they're... And we're just somewhere in the middle of that.
Oldish.
Yeah. Right. I mean... I feel you. I can see why you have that perception for sure, especially because I saw a TikTok the other day of these kids like making fun of their own trauma, which is like a thing they do. But this was a TikTok about like how one friend went to the club and the other two didn't or something. And the club got shot up and all of them are in the video dancing about how two of them got shot. And I was just like, okay, all right. Like,
yeah, I don't
understand.
I don't know about life on Earth, guys.
Yeah, it's the humanity is heading in a strange direction, but I can't blame the kids. Look at what they grew up in. Of course they're chaotic. It's a chaotic world. Of course they are. They're responding to their environment.
Even God is like, yeah, this season's just not it.
Yeah. You know what?
I think God is watching Earth and it's just like, oh my God, season 3 was like, I don't know what they're doing with this story.
Yeah, like damn, they are really jumping the shark. They just letting anything go. Just letting. Yeah. So, but we're here anyway for the ride. So Yeah.
All right, guys. I've never been more tired. This week, I'm going to give Black excellence to two people. Beyonce broke the record for vinyl record sales.
What?
Yeah. Or for R&B.
Speaking of
vinyl,
vintage.
she's like had the highest sales in a week for an R&B album. I think.
I see that. Oh, wow.
In the vinyl realm. I just got my Renaissance vinyl, I think, this past week too. So they must have just went out.
Yeah, I think, was it the deluxe edition that just came out? I think so.
The one I got is nice and thick.
Yeah, so that's probably the one.
Like I like my... What?
No, we all know it rhymes. But yeah, okay, I'm seeing this now. That, I don't know why that blows my mind. I guess I felt like niggas in the 70s was buying, or is this, it's like since like 1988 or something?
No, but you know what? You make a good point. It's not like they just make vinyls the way that they did when everybody played music on vinyl.
This must be like before they started tracking us. Let me see here, because that's not possible.
I mean, it's also a Beyonce, so suck her dick. Like, what are you
gonna do? Well, yeah,
sell out anyway. Like, girl, whatever the number was.
Speaking of
Beyonce, don't try.
Beyonce, the girls are really working themselves up into a sickness over this lack of music videos for the album, and I cannot understand it. Like,
it's honestly offensive. Like at this point, like I understand wanting to submerge yourself in Beyonce art. Who wouldn't? But it's the doll. Like, she isn't confined to, you know, the oppressive straps and bondage that the rest of these music industry girlies are, because she doesn't have to, because she's Beyonce, because she's on stripes, because she's paid her dues. She's gonna do whatever the fuck she wants to. Do you understand? So you've got the music. You should be thankful for that. The visuals will happen when the visuals happen. The end. Like, they're going to take like, mama.
I just feel like every day people are getting more and more worked up about it. Like, girl, it will happen when it happens. Calm down.
I just listened to Renaissance like an hour before.
Yes.
We started this.
I still play it all the time. Like, the music is still incredible. I'm still getting so much out of it. I just don't. I don't understand. I understand wanting it. I don't understand stressing out about it or making it like a regular thing that you talk about. Like, calm down.
Or tweeting this lady and tagging this lady like y'all are cousins in your group chat. Here's the thing. Beyonce is meticulous.
She is.
And she's not going to put anything out if she feels like, you know what, go back into this specific frame out of 5 billion frames and retouch that fly away, or them shoes, like
fix the light, whatever it is. Yeah,
and I think that we should appreciate that. That's why she is who she is. Shut the fuck up. We'll get it when we get it. And
if we get it,
what you need to be worried about, God damn it, is that you're not spending all your motherfucking money on hookah and Jordans for a nigga that's gonna cheat on you. Hello, and Fronto and whatever the fuck else. Molly, you need to worry about saving some of your dollars and your points and your doubloons and your colorful tokens.
Yes.
For when Beyonce says it's up, the tickets are live.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to hear no bull. I'm going.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't want to hear no bullshit for when she says it's time, girlies, get your batch, see you soon. I don't want to hear no more shit. Oh, it's sold. Oh my God, the price. Oh my. I'm going.
Oh yeah.
So you stop doing all this caterwauling and all this goddamn bullshit for Twitter, bitch, and make sure that you have your ducks in a row.
That's I just know somebody is going to email us like, we planned a whole big group trip for the Beyonce show, and this bitch was going back and forth, and then all of a sudden her man got the new Call of Duty and she can't make it, and should we still talk to her? Yes or no? I just like, I see y'all doing all this now. Like, come on, man.
At this point, you have to know not only that the doll's going to do whatever the fuck she wants to, she's going to do whatever the fuck she wants to, whenever the fuck she wants to. And you also need to dive in the fact that it might be 12:47 a.m. on a motherfucking Saturday that she decides shit is up. Okay? Yeah. So you do what you have to do to get what she wants, bitch, because I know I am.
Whew. Well, congratulations, Beyonce, on breaking yet another record, setting yet another.
Oh, we're not at 3? Oh, this is still Black Excellence.
I mean, we can just wrap up the show right there if you want to, child. Because you let that, you got that off your chest. You did. Okay, so yeah, the Nielsen era started in March of 91. So that's why. Because vinyl was really out.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. So okay, well, good. Go girl.
Yeah. Also, if you haven't heard, there's a show coming to Revolt television. It is titled Bet on Black. It is basically, if you've heard of a show that exists in a tank with a dangerous sea predator in the title of the show,
right,
where people go and get money from rich people to expand their businesses and their dreams and careers. It's basically that, but the all Black version. It's called Bet on Black, and it is hosted by none other than the one, the only, the amazing Dustin Ross.
Yay!
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Congratulations!
I'm excited. I heard about this when he was going down there to go film it, of course. But to see like a little teaser, to hear his voice, to see him like in his element,
yes,
so excited. I could get emotional. It's just I love seeing people who deserve it in the places that they should be.
Yep.
What was it? You got a job with Apple Music.
Oh God. Yes.
And you did your typical thing where you're like, what do you do when you have like an amazing secret, but you can't tell anyone, but you can't say anything? You did that to all of us.
I did.
For weeks. And we had to just go like, girl, shut the fuck up. Because you're never going to tell us.
I was scared of that Apple NDA. That Apple NDA was horrifying.
No, I get it. But you could have just said nothing. You instead do what you do, which is, I have an amazing, life-changing, world-shattering secret.
That's
It
right.
is sickening. I'm never going to tell you.
I told y'all the night before I went to work for the first time. The night before.
Wept. Like I was on 139th and Lenox in my little ass apartment.
I remember
weeping because it was like, this is the thing. This person belongs in this place. The planets or whatever is aligned so that something correct in the verse can happen.
That's you on Rapture.
And that's how I feel about, we're not talking about this bitch.
But it's literally
that's how
you.
I feel.
It could not be more perfect.
Bet on Black.
You are perfect.
Hearing
on
Dustin's voice, seeing him in the room. And then it's like, we don't even get to see Dustin be Dustin. Like, I know he's going to be like, and just like, he's going to like shatter expectations because he's that great. So I'm excited. He's excellent. He's Black. We love you, friend. I can't wait to watch this show. October 24th.
Yay. Congrats, Dustin. Woo, look at you. See, now we can move on from the pandemic when you wasn't allowed in my house. So we can all just move forward. I am super proud of you, though, for this is right up his alley. Hosting,
it's literally, it looks
being personable and being fine and engaging with other people, being charming. This is just, it's fully Dustin. So
yeah,
I know he's gonna kill it. Yes.
And Pinky's on the goddamn show as one of the judges.
Look at that.
It's a little New York reunion. October 24th, 9:30 Eastern.
Oh, that's here next week.
Time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
On Revolt TV. This is not an ad.
Absolutely, it is not.
We love our friends.
We do.
Yeah. All right, so that's Black Excellence. Let's jump into the rest of the show, starting with our pop culture segment, which is called Hot Tops. Bottom Hulk, attorney at law. There's a better way of saying that.
That's fine.
Guys.
We get it. We've all seen the show, Disney Plus, Megan Thee Stallion.
I'm just doing the best that I can.
And you're doing amazing.
incredibly, unspeakably tired. Megan Thee Stallion, though, great reference as to the first person on the list. Megan the Stallion appeared on the last episode of Saturday Night Live. If you're listening to this the night that the day it comes out, I guess there's a new episode coming out tonight. Well, who's hosting Saturday Night Live next?
This week? Oh, I don't know.
No, I don't know. Just out of curiosity, I kind of want to see. But she hosted last week, and performed, obviously. And she looked great. I'm loving seeing Megan in more, like, getting more, like, acting roles and getting to, like, play around in script and things like that. Excuse me. You mentioned She-Hulk, her appearance on She-Hulk. I just want to say
SNL is a rerun this week.
Oh, okay. Well, then fine.
Just looked it up.
Yeah, because nobody can follow a delicious and statuesque black goddess.
Gorgeous. And shout out to Alex for writing her monologue.
Yes!
Another black
Alex
excellence.
Newell.
Okay.
Alex Newell.
Speaking of people in places where they deserve and have worked so hard to be, I just can't tell y'all enough about little Alex moving from Detroit and has turned himself into a whole ass working comedian out here.
Your fake ass internet Twitter boyfriend.
Yes,
from a time
my
that
man.
Nobody knows. Yeah.
Me and Alex
God,
dated.
That was weird.
That was not my first gay boyfriend.
I remember early years of New York, seeing Alex doing stand-up shows around New York and just grinding. So yes, it's another person who fully deserves everything that's happening. So to write jokes and have them come out of one of music's baddest bitches of the era right now is really awesome. So congratulations, Alex.
Niggas doing big things.
Big old thing.
Big thing.
He's from Detroit too.
Yeah. Yep. Yes.
Bitch, Detroit is having a moment.
They are.
We gotta go back to Detroit. I haven't been to Detroit in so long.
Yeah, when it's like legitimately safe to tour again, I would love to go back to Detroit. And Chicago. Honestly, all the cities with a huge black population we go to, I adore. And it's like, I just always want to come back.
This might not make no sense to nobody except for people who know. But Detroit really feel like Midwest Miami to me. There's so much about the nigginess.
Oh, yeah.
Like, niggas in the Midwest are already country as fuck. There's just something everybody who I've met from Detroit, I just truly get along with.
Yeah. I mean, they're literally just Southerners in fur coats.
Yes.
And so I just always, it feels like family going home every time. Just, love that. I've had some good ass times in Detroit, y'all. Yes, I have.
Love that place.
I got some fine. Let me stop. Anyway.
Yeah.
Let me stop. I'm going to stop right there before it gets problematic.
Or keep going. Whatever you want. I'm not going to get in your way.
Anyway. Megan
performed at SNL and also hosted. She did a really great job from what I saw. At the same time, she said that she's going to be taking a break. She said, first of all, prior to SNL, her house was burglarized.
Yeah,
she wasn't home,
right?
But some people broke into her house and stole $300,000 to $400,000 worth of jewelry. And I guess the police in LA are still looking for the robbers. I don't think anybody's been taken in yet. But thankfully, she wasn't there. Nobody was hurt. She even tweeted on the 14th, material things can be replaced, but I'm glad everyone is safe. And she later went on to do her SNL show. And she later said, hotties, I'm really sorry, but after SNL, I really got to take a break. I'm so tired physically and emotionally, which I'm really glad to hear. Even when she performed Anxiety on the SNL stage, she was sort of like fighting back tears, specifically during the part in her verse where she mentions her mother who's passed and some of the things she would say to her. And just like Megan, honestly, like She's been at the center of a lot of drama and scandal and whatnot, but she hasn't just run in the streets acting a fool from my perspective. She seems like a really nice girl. Take all the time that you need to rest, queen. Like, you don't owe nobody the fuck nothing. You put out your albums, you've done your shows, you've done your huge thing. I saw she's even doing a Halloween party in LA on the 29th or something like that.
I saw that, Hollyween.
A day after Halloween, so
y'all hoes can do both.
Take your BC powder and your Powerade, whatever the fuck it means, whatever you need to.
Right. Get you another costume and go right back outside. But I absolutely support Black people, all age ranges, all genders and identities, specifically people who are busting their ass every single day, working their asses off, who are like, you know what? I need to rest. Yep.
That's okay.
And I don't know if it was her own tour. I don't know if it was a tour or if she was just doing a bunch of festivals, but she was all over the fucking world too. She was all over.
Yes.
She was
just in Japan.
This girl has been working non-fucking stop.
TwitchCon.
Dealing with all this loss in her family and having to be at TwitchCon where niggas was musty and violating security to get close to her. Like,
mama just wants to lay back at home, take her bra off and her makeup, fuck her nigga, and just play Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
And I want that for her.
Just laid up, playing video games, eating Thai food with her man. And she fully deserves. Go have yourself a good time and rest. Do it for you. These niggas will be here when you get back.
I'm so great. Even this episode is late boots. I'm so grateful. And I'm just going to say this really quick before I just start getting like in my fifis. I'm grateful for the fact that people who listen to this show and people who've grown with the show have given us the room to be like, I can't today. I'm not at my best. I can't give you my best as much as I want to, as passionately as I want to. I'm not going to be able to deliver. There's so much anxiety that comes with stepping away and feeling like you're letting people down, feeling like you're not helping people who might be low feel high. But like, if your cup is empty, you can't pour into nobody else.
Exactly that.
I'm so grateful for the people who listen to this show, who follow us, who have given us the room to figure our shit out, to rest, to take breaks, and to be human, because it makes a huge difference. Not only just the actual action of resting, but knowing that it's okay to the people that we care about showing up for and pleasing the most. And we just two shit talking ass gay ass niggas on a podcast. We're not twerking on the Grammy stage. Like, that's a level of pressure that I don't identify with. But I still hope that whether it's Megan Thee Stallion or Nicki Minaj or Kendrick Lamar or whoever the fuck, that they can still be given the space to be like, you know what? I just lost someone, or I just broke up with someone, or this bitch ain't my friend no more, or my period on, or I hate myself because, you know, my father trained me to, like, whatever. Like, we're all still people.
Yeah.
And so I really would like to see these individuals, even though they create stuff that we can't even wrap our mind around so much, sometimes whether our fans or not, I love seeing them take the time to just recharge. Yeah. Especially if they deserve it. Like, some people, like, you know, academics, throw them over a bridge. Don't care. But for most people, even people who I don't always agree with, they deserve to rest and recharge.
Yeah, and I think at this point, people know that if our show is late or whatever, it is not because we wanted it to be. Like, I think the read has been consistent long enough for y'all to know that if we can push through and get it out on time, we do that. And
you did the show with strep throat.
I I have done this show under so many different ailments, physical injuries. Not the 5-year anniversary at the Apollo with my broken neck. Fresh out of the goddamn
You got
ER.
hit by a bus and then did a live show in Harlem.
And told the doctor and she was like, I cannot recommend enough that you not do this. I was like, girl, I must.
I don't know what to tell you.
The Apollo is sold out. I have to. And she was like, good luck.
What the fuck is wrong with us?
We care about what we do. That's what I'm just saying. Like, if it's late, y'all know that it is not for a lack of trying. So I, too, appreciate the people who are like,
there's never, yes.
Do what y'all need to do, my niggas. Like, we want to put out something that we like and are proud of, too. Like, we don't want to put out something shitty out of obligation. We want y'all to, yes, we do. We care a lot about what we do.
And we're not like comedic prodigies. We tell our little jokes and go the fuck to bed. But like, I hate when I do an episode and I'm just like, oh, that wasn't my best. And then a lot of the times that I feel that, we'll get comments that were like, oh my God, this episode is so funny. This is the funniest episode of the week. So it's like we're so detached a lot of the time from what we actually do and put out there for several reasons. But the girls need to sleep. The girls who go down and clock in at CVS and are selling a whole bunch of ungrateful white moms, extra large packs of Reese's to give out and trigger. Like, you deserve to rest and be respected for that. The motherfuckers that are clocking down as a paralegal wherever the fuck and just working your motherfucking ass off and not getting the respect for as long as you've worked in school and everywhere the fuck else to get where you are today to work on. Like, you deserve rest. Like, motherfuckers who are putting their scrubs on every goddamn day and putting thermometers here, wrapping around shit here to check a bitch's pressure, opening your mouth and saying during a pandemic, all of this goddamn shit, who aren't giving a thank you or a how are you doing. You just like, girls.
Yeah, everybody. For real. Like, I feel like now I'm about to get into a whole anti-capitalism
International
argument.
Nap Day.
And why don't we all have that day off? Like, people really, we are in this world that tells us that we're nothing if we don't work. And it's extremely harmful because that is not our value. Our worth is not wrapped up in that.
Oh, but especially if you have melanin. Don't you be brown.
Oh, no. Because I'm sorry, there's no such thing as a lazy Black American. Are you kidding me? Look around. Look around. You're welcome. Bitch, please.
Don't get me started.
No, my ancestors paid all of that. Y'all got me fucked up.
And built all of this. Actually, eat us. Actually, nigga, you're a munch. Nigga, eat a lunch.
Bitch, I'm a Betty. I get what I want. That little girl is fun.
What is she is fine. She's just having a good time.
Yeah, let her be young and
little Chucky,
adorable.
Finster.
Yeah, little Cardi Jr.
Oh yeah. Also, Megan is just celebrated her 2-year anniversary with her boyfriend Partisan Fontaine, but also said that they are not engaged. I don't know what stan group made up that rumor, but I'm happy to hear that they are simply just still enjoying each other's company, fucking on each other, and being good looking. 2 years is a good length of time with a nigga. I still don't believe it's let's spend the rest of our time together time. But that's me. Some people know when they know.
Right. I mean, I think, if you do get engaged after 2 years, I wouldn't be like, what? 2 years? That's crazy. But
yeah, me neither.
Especially at the level of fame Megan is at, I also get being like, everybody calm down. Like, I'm just with this nigga. We in love. We having a good time. The dick is phenomenal. Like, just let me enjoy my relationship. And for the record, he looks like he is having an incredible time. He does look very happy. He looks like he has never, ever experienced more joy than he does when he is face deep in her ass.
She just posted a slide of photos, and one of them was him biting her on the butt. And I'm just like, well, wouldn't you?
I know he's right.
He has a tattoo that says feminist on his stomach.
Oh, okay. Well, interesting. You could take that
I hope that's true.
one of two ways.
Wow, you're right.
Yep. It could be a red flag. It could be positive, but it could...
green flag.
I don't know. Whatever. She looks happy with that nigga. So good for her.
She look happy with him. Good for her.
I'm happy for her as long as he's treating her right. Yes.
Yeah, as long as he's treating her good.
As soon as I hear something fucked up, though.
Right.
That's
don't let me find out.
That is your ass.
That's your ass.
Right. But if she like it, I love it.
Quavos and Tekuf of 2/3 of the Migos.
Les Migos.
Conglomerate.
Mm-hmm.
We're on a podcast called Drink Champs, which I will address later.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I believe they were on this podcast to promote their new album, I Only Acknowledge Infinity Stones, or Buy Me an Infinity Gauntlet. I don't know what the fuck it's called. Some Thanos ass shit. And so they're on there, and, you know.
I had to look it up to see what you was talking about. That's close enough.
What's it called?
Only built for infinity links.
There you go.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. I have no idea. You know what? I don't know. Let me look. Maybe that it has to be a rub. Infinity
Oh,
links.
God. I feel like Miss Tina commenting on Jules' Instagram. Talking about what this caption mean.
Jules was on Instagram?
Yes, child. And have you not seen this screenshot of Jules posting like song lyrics and Miss Tina being like, what is this? What do this mean? He's like, it's song lyrics, grandma. It's like, yep, that's me.
And you bet not block her.
Well,
you better not mute her.
Right.
Because that's what I do to my grandma.
You better not restrict her from none of your damn posts either. Only built. So did they explain what this? I don't know what
one of the young
people will tell me.
Yeah, but don't tell me because I don't care. Anyway, they're promoting their album and they were on this podcast, and you know the streets talking about how Quavo and Takeoff, they don't fuck with what's the other one? Oh Jesus, Offset no more.
Yes,
and it's probably because Offset and Sweetie fucked. Yeah, it's because they fucked. And then we talked about how Quavo and them did that song where they like sort of fueled those rumors on their new album. But then people were saying, no, it wasn't Offset. It was Lil Baby. Because Lil Baby and Sweetie had a picture and Sweetie was sitting in his lap. But then Lil Baby was like, nah, it's not me. And I don't have no beef with them niggas. And so then these two dreadhead niggas were on Drink Champs. And they said that, you know, they should do a verses. Blah, blah, blah. They're talking about the verses, which I didn't even know people did verses. I can't think of the last time there was a verses, but I guess it still happens.
Yep.
And they were talking about who should they do it with. And then Nori was like, what can we do to get will we get a Migos reunion, like a real one, like all three of them? That's not going to happen. And Takeoff said only if the check is right.
Well,
and then later they asked them Nicki Minaj or Cardi B, and both Quavo and Takeoff said Nicki Minaj, because of course they did. Which is like,
okay.
Y'all are so...
Sure.
Y'all are like, honestly, like giddy bottoms sometimes, you niggas.
Oh my God.
Nicki Minaj or Cardi B? Why ask them that besides to kick up dust and create mess?
I mean, it's Drink Champs. They not...
Who the black... But you were just going around asking the girlies to forgive you for having Malcolm X on the goddamn podcast before talking about Jewish people and George Floyd. Anyway.
So I Googled it, and they did an interview with Vibe, and Quavo said, we went with only built for infinity links because infinity links are the modern day Cuban link, and us and all the young niggas, we wearing the infinity links. That's how we popping it. We coming out. We taking the throne.
Yeah, I figured it had something to do with jewelry in
Sure.
in a range I have nothing to do with and no understanding.
Yeah, that didn't really
I don't
provide
know
any
what that
clarity,
is.
but good for them.
It provided enough for me. It provided the information that this is rich nigga. I make tons of money on walkthroughs and can spend it on diamonds conversations.
Yeah.
And I'm not involved in those conversations because I can't relate. But for those of you who can, infinity links.
Enjoy for your homecoming. Yeah. Go off.
Speaking of spending lots of money on diamonds, rapper French Montana recently spoke on a podcast about how Akon gave him a fake Hublot wristwatch. He said he was gifted a wristwatch by Akon that he later took to a jeweler to get iced out.
Okay.
Make it into a bust down, as they call it. And he was told by the jeweler that the watch he was given by Akon was a fake Hublot replica. And he was very taken aback by it. He said he confronted Akon, he called Akon, said, hey, they said this watch is fake. What do you want to do about this watch? Whatever. Instagram blog headlines. Akon has since gone on a podcast or been on a radio show.
Lord.
To talk about it and said that he's not really a watch guy. He saw a watch that looked nice and he bought it and gave it to this nigga as a gift. The end.
You saw it where though? Because if
don't know.
You said it was a Hublot? You didn't get it at a department store?
Replica.
But no, but like if he's like, I was just walking along Chinatown and I saw this watch. Like where were you at that you just saw this fake watch and ended up buying it?
He said he paid $5,000 American dollars.
He sounded like he definitely got finessed, but
absolutely.
I'm just wondering which nigga hit a lick.
But he's like, in my mind, that was expensive for a watch. Yes,
it is.
Of course, anything over $50, I'd say is expensive.
I was gonna say Apple watches are expensive. Right, that is a lot of money, especially for a fake.
It's months of home rent for people.
Oh, you can't be buying watches out of trunks, not for $5,000, nigga. Come on. There's no way you.
Anyway, the two of the rich niggas laughed about it and he kikied and moved on, and he said that Akon still owes him a watch. So.
Okay.
Rich people just really be out here speaking to each other and minding their business. And the rest of us just, I guess, listen or don't.
I mean, they communicate to each other through these podcasts and radio shows, though. Like, that's how we get involved.
I don't even have an Apple Watch.
Like, even those are $200-$300. That's a lot of money for a fucking watch. $5,000.
I want to know the time I look at my phone.
And you didn't even get it by looking. You didn't even get it by going to the jeweler. You spent $5,000 on something that you got from where?
If my phone is dead, I lick the tip of my tongue and then the tip of my finger.
No.
I hold it to the wind.
No, you.
And I guess.
If my phone is dead, then I don't need to know what time it is because I have bigger problems.
True.
Because why is my phone dead? So.
Yeah, that's fair.
But okay. I mean, yay, rich niggas working it out and still being friends. Wonderful.
Singer Genuine is appearing on a new show for the CW called Magic with the Stars.
Please tell me that's not what it sounds like.
Chris Angel has gathered a bunch of celebrities who have agreed to do this, to gather in Las Vegas and perform magic, although they are not magicians, for our home viewing entertainment. Unfortunately, Genuine literally passed out during rehearsals for one of these stunts after he was submerged in a glass cube filled with water.
No.
And started to bang on it when he was losing breath, could not breathe. And it's reported that he passed out really quickly and then was later brought to paramedics. They said that he committed to the stunt in order to overcome his fear of water.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And that the rehearsals were a flop, but he went ahead with the stunt live on the show, and everyone ended in tears. Now, I didn't see if it was because he died or because it was really good, but I'm gonna guess that. It was because people enjoyed it.
Why would they let this happen? He had this is the problem with reality TV shows. They don't take into account like just how fucked up it can be to do shit for the entertainment factor, disregarding that people have real issues. Because like exposure therapy, immersion therapy is a thing, but I have a feeling there was no therapist, psychologist, psychiatrist on hand.
No. No.
And this was just a magic trick gone wrong. That man could have died. What? Oh, y'all play too much.
Super could have died.
Oh, y'all play too much.
Super 1010% could have died.
Oh my God. Wow, that's a horrible idea. Jesus,
been
God.
A whack way to go.
I mean, the lawsuits alone, but God damn. See, everything don't need to be a show. It don't. Even though I know you can put like celebrities doing any task on TV and people will watch it because celebrities, like, come on. That is just, I thought you meant like they was going to be learning how to take a quarter out from behind somebody's ear or something.
No, I don't know. Magic with the Stars honestly sounds like a scripted show's joke version of Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, kind of, well.
Like, you know, when shows would be like, and now Arthur's watching Skydiving with the Stars, and it's just like a joke version of a show that exists.
Yeah.
It's like, why would you do this?
Yeah.
That's what this sounds like.
Yeah.
And the fact that one of your celebrity guests damn near died in a box filled of water
might need to just
makes
cancel
it feel
that.
like maybe don't.
maybe don't proceed with this. I'm glad he's okay. Damn.
Me too.
Now you really gonna need help for that fear of water. Jesus Christ.
Right?
Oh, that's so irresponsible. They're gonna get sued.
They said he can hold his breath for more than 15 seconds. So he's really scared.
And they put him in. Oh no. Oh, that's negligent. Oh no, that's so bad. God damn, man. Hollywood will do anything, though. This industry will do anything.
They do not care.
They don't
care.
They will absolutely chew your body up and spit you out, broken and bloody on the fucking pavement. God damn.
Pooey! This ain't no damn diet soda. If you know, you know. If you don't, you suck.
Like Pumpkin did to New York at the reunion.
BT Plus has a new season of College Hill Celebrity Edition coming.
Like I just fucking said.
Yeah.
Like I just said.
I never fully figured out what the first Celebrity Edition of College Hill was supposed to serve.
I mean, when I found out we weren't going to be watching them like write essays, I was like, okay, never mind then.
The only thing I ever saw from it that seems pretty gripping was a conversation between Frida and Slim Thug, where Slim Thug was like, yeah, I'm a nigga. I don't really be hanging around nobody like you. And Frida was like, Trey, girl, I don't care.
Right.
Like that was
I did see
the
that.
only thing I saw.
So have they announced this new cast or?
Have they? So Ray J, who must be like a producer, because I'm pretty sure he went on last season. He's the only returning member.
Okay.
Amber Rose, which is interesting, given, you know, Kanye, Kim Kardashian, Ray J. Amber.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Jocelyn Hernandez.
Oh,
God. She needed to be on TV to make her music.
No, Lord.
Orion. You know what that is?
That's Omarion's brother.
Word. Look at you knowing.
I do know little young niggas. Sure do.
Blame It on Quaylon Rogers, TT, of Instagram fame. Tiffany New York Pollard.
Wow.
Yaman Shumper. Shumper.
Okay.
Shumper. And Parker McKenna Posey. also known as Katie from My Wife.
Oh my God. What a group.
I might actually watch this.
I feel like Katie too young to be on this show. How? No, don't.
Are
tell
you
me.
kidding?
Don't
Katie's
tell me.
grown.
No,
Katie
I don't want to
been
hear
grown
that.
now.
But I don't know.
Google her.
To me, it's like Katie is on a show with Jocelyn. That seems crazy to me, but yeah, I guess she is probably
need to protect her.
Probably closer to 30 at this point. God damn, man.
Honestly, Jocelyn and New York on the same season of a show is really enough to get me interested.
Yeah, this is gonna be messy.
But then I know they're also going to try and find some Ray J and Amber Rose drama and shade to throw in there as well for the clickety
Absolutely.
clicks and the Instablog gag of it all. But this seems like a more interesting group than the last one. So give me a good clip.
Right.
You might get
see.
me.
I guess. I mean, I just feel like it's going to turn into hood rat shit very quickly. A lot of fights.
BT plus.
I just found her Instagram and Katie is grown, like grown. So
I'm telling you,
I take it out. She has a whole baby.
Adult. She's an adult. She's grown.
It's ass all over this Instagram. So yeah.
Work, Park. You better work, Park.
Yeah, enjoy it. and be fine on Instagram. No problem with that. But yeah, you know what? One of y'all watch the first episode and let me know should I watch it. Because y'all know last season I wanted to see these niggas go to class. I wanted to see them take notes. I really did
want to see them go to college classes.
I wanted to see them attempt to learn. Like, I wanted to see them.
I thought that's what it was about. It was like, oh, we never really got a chance to actually attend college. So we're going to go and get our bachelors or whatever.
Yeah, in 2 weeks, we're going to go get our bachelor degrees or whatever it was. But are they back at that same school? What was it?
I don't know. Hold on.
Was it Texas Southern that they went to?
I think this says they're going to be at Alabama State.
Oh, okay. So a different school. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we shall see. Ray J could stay with a check, child.
After pulling up to Candace Owens' movie, Ray J, I know Ray J was just on the internet talking about jumping off a bridge, so I'm going to give him a break.
Oh, damn.
But he definitely did pull up to the premiere of that Candace Owens, whatever the fuck she was doing. So I'm going to just shut my ass up. But I also did have on here, he is on Love and Hip Hop Miami, which I didn't know Love and Hip Hop was still airing.
I see the promos.
He's on Love and Hip Hop Miami, which doesn't make any sense to me, but he's there with Princess Love, the mother of his children and wife. I think they're still married. I don't think they're divorced.
Lord.
But they're fussing in this clip that I watched about, Ray J being a piece of shit and a hot mess. And he basically is hollering at Princess about everything I've done. Guess who was there with me? Princess Love. And in her confessional, Princess admits to the fact that she would participate in threesomes with Ray J because she felt like if she engaged in sex with him and other women, that he would be less inclined to cheat or step out on him because look how fun I am, look how willing I am to do, et cetera, et cetera. And I bring this up because it's maybe this will save some read letters from being sent in because a lot of y'all be doing this. If you don't want to eat box, doll baby, don't do it for no nigga.
Right.
Don't do it for no nigga.
Exactly.
If you don't want another bitch to eat your box, don't do it for no nigga. If you're even a smidge interested, I suggest that you go and get your rocks off solo dolo without dick in the room. Get your life, doll baby, so that you're on your own footing. You know what you like, and you don't feel like you're doing it in the guise under the fucking spotlight of the male gaze. If you want to go ahead and scissor it down, I am fully in support of it. But you should never be doing that shit for the fucking sexual satisfaction of
I love it.
Of one of these motherfucking no good ass, barely can take anything serious ass bitch niggas.
Please don't. Please. Oh God.
The fuck?
Because then you end up getting your feelings hurt. Because like Princess, you thought that being this open down girl was gonna mean that he never cheated or did you wrong, or like, I don't know, you was more wifey or something. I don't even know what these niggas tell you or how you come to believe this, but straight niggas get mad every time I say it. But like, if he don't like dick but wouldn't do a threesome with another nigga for you, then don't go eating somebody's pussy because he want to see it if you don't want to eat no pussy.
I just feel like you should continue to preach tonight.
They just get so angry when you say it, like, oh, that's not the same, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, yes, the fuck it is. These girls be straight. That's why they be with y'all's dumb asses. They are heterosexual. Most of them don't want to eat pussy. Most of them do not want to have sex with another woman, but a lot of them do it because a nigga said he wanted to see it. But like, he would not do that for you.
I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, you're fine.
May I say, the pussy goes through enough than to deal with bitches who are acting like they want to eat it when they don't.
Oh, man.
Get out of the way.
Please. Like,
make room for someone who is actually going to worship this clit. Who the fuck has... Do you know what a pussy goes through on average monthly? Much less pussies that actually push living niggas out of them.
It's a lot going on. It's a lot.
What is it? Baroque acid pills? Motherfucking
that's close
vinegar? What is it called?
The girls be
acid?
boric acid. The girls be
boric
mixing up all kind
pills?
of concoctions and shit.
Yoni eggs?
Oh, please, please.
Anyway.
I just don't betray yourself for a nigga. If you don't want to do it, like you have no interest, don't do it.
Fuck. Let me tell you something, bitch. Let me fucking tell you something tonight, bitch. This world will continue to spin if every dick having ass motherfucking nigga out here would just take a week-long nap. Y'all would be fine. You don't need these niggas for a motherfucking goddamn thing. You don't even need them, like, at all. The fuck is you out here fashioning yourself to be bisexual, bitch, when you know you don't need, care, think about the taste of pussy, bitch, but you want to make this nigga excited. He is still going to cheat because he is a dog. He is a dog. Clifford the Big Red, Lassie, Bluey, this nigga Scooby, Scrappy, this nigga is a K9. Nothing's going to change. Okay? You got a baby, you want to have your baby ain't got nothing to do with that. Your baby can be fully wrapped up in your love and whatever love is in the village for them. Okay? You don't owe nobody a motherfucking thing. And you damn sure don't have to, mold your sexuality into whatever the fuck it is that niggas feel like they're out to desire. When's the last time a nigga asked you how the fuck he can make you nut? When's the last time a nigga bent you backwards to make sure that he did every single thing to make sure that you got what the fuck you needed in terms of your desire?
Come on,
when is the last time a nigga sat the fuck back and broke you down emotionally, spiritually, and or physically? You be going backwards, bending yourself, doing backflips and cartwheels and round-offs just so a nigga smile in your direction? Fuck that. Nobody needs these niggas. Nobody needs these niggas. And you don't have to do a motherfucking thing to change their life or their goddamn perspective. You ain't their motherfucking mammies. I shook my headphones off. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's so...
Okay, go ahead. I can hear it now.
I mean, there's nothing left to say. That wraps up this week's episode of The Read. Thanks for...
I was
that
like,
you got swept up, but I did not hear a single lie. And I was going to say the same thing. Like, if a nigga's determined to cheat, he's just going to do it. You fucking another girl won't stop him. So, like, again, don't betray yourself.
you're never going to be the finest. You're never going to be the coolest. You're never going to be the hardest. You're never going to be the richest. You're never going to be the flyest, the smartest, the sexiest, you're never, for a nigga that's never going to have enough, for a nigga that is completely immature and fucking
correct,
downgraded in his perspective and his state of living. It doesn't make any sense. In fact, them type of niggas that can't have enough are beneath you. So you shouldn't even pay them niggas no mind. Y'all niggas gotta raise the bar, bruh. I'm talking to ladies, I'm talking to bottoms, I'm talking to tops, I'm talking to any one of you motherfuckers out there who this applies to. We need to grab the bar, okay, and together pull it out of the ground.
Work.
Because we are letting niggas get away with literal murder and more. I'm over it. But yeah, that's it for the hot tops this week.
Woo!
We love you. We love you.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to take a break and move on.
Hey y'all, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform for building your brand and growing your business online. You can stand out with a gorgeous website, engage with your audience, and sell anything, your products, content create, and even your time with Squarespace. They've got great member areas where they make it easy for creators and educators to monetize their content and expertise in a way that fits your specific brand. You can unlock a new revenue stream for your business and free up time in your schedule by selling access to gated content like classes, online courses, or newsletters. Whatever it is that you do, you might be a tutor, a trainer, or maybe you're working towards that. Regardless, Squarespace makes it easy to add online booking and scheduling for your classes or sessions to your website. This way, your clients can easily see your availability or reschedule if needed, takes all the hassle out of coordinating calendars, and you can display posts from your social profiles on your website or automatically push site content to your favorite social channels so that your followers can share it too. They just make it incredibly easy to do everything you need to do. So head on over to squarespace.com/read to start your free trial. And when you're ready to launch your site, use promo code READ to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Again, squarespace.com/read, promo code READ. Let them know we sent you, and let's get back to the show.
Okay, good folks, we're back. It's time to read your listener letters.
It is. We have a couple of updates this week. The first one comes from Moesha. If you remember Moesha, she had a friend who confessed that she slept with her ex-boyfriend, this college sweetheart of hers, and she hadn't heard from Niecy in all this time, so and ended up consoling her. So Moesha said, I just wanted to thank you for your insight. When I heard Key Fury say, I'm not going to say you're dumb, I screamed, because that is exactly what the one friend I told about all of this said. Even she said that Niecy is dust at this point, and I have too many friends to be holding on to somebody who would even think about doing something trifling. Everything y'all said is how I've been feeling, but I wanted to get some unbiased thoughts since I haven't really told anybody who knows all the parties involved. Ironically, I think Niecy may have heard the show because she hit me up the same day and was sending me videos
when that happened.
of things she thought I might like and said she would call me next week. I haven't completely closed the door to communication with her, but I know any type of relationship going forward won't be the same. Such is life. I have a slew of hoochies in my corner, so I'll be fine. Y'all are the straight shooters I needed to hear from. Thanks and so much love. Moesha, I'm glad that you have another friend who was like, girl, fuck this. And I'm glad that you're in a healthy place with regards to like how you view that friendship. And I too would scream if she heard that and was like, wait a minute, this bitch is talking about God damn it. I see myself reflected in this situation. But yeah, glad it worked out for you. And we also have another update. This one from SJ, who's emailed us a few weeks ago. She's the one who lost her mother, and then the boyfriend didn't come see her in the hospital because his family didn't want her to.
Yeah. Because his family was being
right. So SJ said, thanks so much for your advice. My boyfriend broke up with me and said that he can't commit.
What?
He said that he can't commit to a future with me. And since my mom died, it's been like having to get to know a brand new person for him.
Continue.
I know in my brain that after he said something so dumb and insensitive that this is really a blessing that he broke up with me, but I'm still devastated. I lost my mom and my partner all within 6 months. And I know I'm getting close to my limit. I'm going to try and prioritize finding a therapist so I don't completely lose my mind. Thanks again. Love you guys. SJ. Damn. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm not. I said if
I'm really
he was
surprised either.
This is the type of situation where niggas either step up or they really step down.
Or they just step down.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm sorry it ended like that. You're right. You are better off without somebody who would say something like that. Oh, you changed since your mama died. No shit. You fucking dumb. Are you joking?
Shit. My mama died.
Oh my God. You dumb ass nigga. Really? Have I changed? Am I moody? Are you kidding? Oh my God. I'm sorry, baby. I am. I'm so sorry.
Did you think that I was going to start kicking around and singing like the WB frog?
I just...
Hello, my baby. Hello, my dog.
Yeah.
Did you think that I was just going to come out kicking and singing?
Niggas, man. Niggas. That's so fucked up. So I'm sorry, SJ, that it didn't go well. And we wish you luck with healing and moving forward. Again, be kind with yourself. Like we said last time.
You're good. Fuck him.
Because you're going through a lot right now. And that nigga he just don't deserve you. So, all right. Whew, buddy. Let's dive in. I need a game. I need a game. I need a name for a 30-year-old black gay man who is roommates with a bi-curious man.
Tavon.
Tavon says, I'm stuck in a predicament. My roommate and I have been flirty since I moved in at the beginning of 2002, and back in May, he made a move. He had been drinking a bit and started by slapping the inside of my thigh, then went to grabbing my dick.
Wait a minute.
I kept telling him to be careful. So this man, the roommate, is straight, but by this... Anyway, we'll get there. So anyway... I kept telling him to be careful because there was a roommate close to us and I didn't even know he was interested in me. But he mentioned that he's always been curious and that some of his exes and his current girlfriend have asked him if he's gay. Now, of course, I didn't mind this happening and I couldn't even believe it was happening. So I let it. Ever since then, we've been flirting off and on. And then things got very physical one day. I invited him to my room because he said he was interested in using poppers. After he took them, he started getting... very physical, kissing me, touching me, and then started to pull my dick out and suck it.
Work.
At that point...
Get sucked, queen.
At that point, we're both full on gagging because I couldn't even believe it was happening.
No, literally.
And the next thing I knew, he had his legs to the moon. I didn't actually fuck him because, again, we had quite a bit to drink and I didn't want anything misinterpreted. And he texted me. And he texted me the next morning.
Talking to the moon.
And asked me to keep everything to myself. We started hanging out a bit more with him taking me to work in the morning, coming home and cooking together, watching TV in his room, cuddled up on the bed with me sleeping on his girlfriend's side.
Gay.
And he always complains nonstop about her. He says things like, stop making me fall for you. And I appreciate you. But I'm not even doing nothing but being my regular self. Over time, naturally, my feelings have started to get involved, even though I'm trying to keep them tucked away and only experience him as a friend. And I've noticed that he only really gets affectionate when he's been drinking. So I'm not sure what to honestly think about the whole situation. Recently, he came back from alcohol rehab, and even when he was away, we talked all the time, and he wanted me to visit him. He's only been back for a few days, so we haven't really hung out like we used to, and I'm starting to wonder if his curiosity was only tied to his drinking. Right now, of course, most importantly, his sobriety is the top priority, but the problem is that, unfortunately, I still happen to be attracted to and have feelings for him, and I don't know what to do about it. I'm not looking for a relationship. I think I just want to tell him how I feel about what's happened and get an understanding of his feelings. Am I doing too much? Do y'all think I should just leave the whole situation alone? Sincerely, Tavon.
Tavon, if you don't take your ass down to the local clubhouse and go find you a piece of tray that's willing, leave this nigga alone. Like, he's gone through rehab. He has all of this. So, like, it's pretty clear that on the scale of Kinsey, he exists somewhere in the gray. Here's the thing.
Well,
that's not your business. Even if you've had dealings, even if you've gotten really close to he's obviously still dealing with his identity. That is his hill to climb. It's not your business. And it's at its current place, quite messy. Okay? So what you need to do is go your own separate way. You can be attracted to him while you want to. You can have whatever the fuck you want to. It's attractive niggas everywhere. All over the place. Everywhere you look, everywhere. It's a heart.
It's a what?
And hold one, two. No, everywhere, like, all of these niggas all over the place. It's fine niggas all over the place. Trade niggas all over the place. Legs up, legs down, dick long, dick hung, whatever the fuck you want to, whatever it is you're looking for. The complications and the drama and scandal of, like, dealing with someone who's still trying to figure themselves out can be a lot. And I think it's kind of unfair to, well, I don't know if unfair is the right word. It's just not ideal to be wading around in the waters of someone who is still working on figuring out their identity. I think it's best to give him the room to figure things out, be his friend, or not, and let that thing be figured out. Like, I'm all at this point. Like, I understand the trade chase is, like, you know, exciting. It's thrilling. Like when you're a young queen, trying to have a good time or whatever. But you'll quickly learn that it is a waste of your time and energy, if you haven't already. So, I think that you should encourage this person to live proudly as they are, and separate of that, go date, go have fun, go experience love and sex and flirting and partying and dancing separate of them, because they have a long ladder to climb that's going to be tricky, and getting into the tricks with them is just going to fuck with you, I think.
Yeah. I mean, this is why we always caution about, like, getting casually involved with people, especially once your roommate is extremely tricky for these exact reasons. And honestly, I would not be surprised if his repressed sexuality and his drinking aren't tied together.
Right.
Honestly, Tavon, if I were you, I would be looking for a way to move. Just because I think that would probably be the best for both of you, for him as he tries to stay sober and for you as you try to work through these feelings. But if you can't do that, then yeah, I definitely think that it's best for you to to deal with these feelings, within your friend group. Text people who don't have anything to do with him. If you have a therapist, obviously talk to them about it. But yeah, I agree. I don't think it's going to solve anything for you to bring this to him. I think he's dealing with a lot right now and doesn't need your feelings on top of that. And like you noticed, hey, this nigga, he's never stone cold sober and then coming up behind me and like rubbing my neck and kissing on me or nothing. Like he always has to get fucked up and then he wants to initiate something sexually. Like you deserve somebody who is in a place to have feelings for you without having to get inebriated first. So yeah, I would just try to work through it without getting him involved. I think it's just not going to serve a purpose. He's not in a place to pursue anything with you at this point. I don't think so.
Right. I agree. Totally. Yeah.
Good luck. Let us know how that goes. Our next letter comes from Buffy, who says, I'm a 22-year-old woman living on my own after finishing college. I'm extremely close to my mother's side of the family, and I'm especially close with my mom. Yesterday, my mother called me telling me that she had something to say and something to tell me and wanted to hear my opinion. My great aunt came into town to visit and took my uncle, who is my mother's brother, out to eat and then spoke with my mom afterwards. Apparently, my aunt asked my uncle to be a sperm donor for her and her wife.
Wait.
So the great aunt, which is the mama and the uncle's auntie, asked her nephew to be a sperm donor for her wife so that they can have a baby.
What in the house of the dragon?
Not for her. Not so that they use her egg, so that they use the wife's egg. And then the baby will also have some of her DNA.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, so my uncle was reluctant, to say the least, and said that he needed to think about it. And then my aunt asked my mom to talk to him to convince him to donate. She and her wife do want to have kids, and I knew that, but my issue comes in that they specifically want a boy so that there is somebody to carry on the family name. My grandfather had 3 kids, 2 girls and a boy, and my mom was the only one to have kids, and it's just me, a girl. And my uncle has made it very clear that he didn't want any kids. So that leaves no one to pass on the family name because I have my father's last name. I just want to say, I cannot believe that they are trying to bring another life into the world because of a last name. Okay, but anyway. My aunt has
house of the okay.
My aunt has consistently made comments about my last name. Like if she had our name, it would open more doors and opportunities for her. And even tried.
What is it, Zuckerberg?
Now it feels like I'm not
my last name Musk
in my grandfather's legacy, or like I'm not part of their family because I don't have the last name. And I feel like they're going out of their way to have a kid just for the name. I discussed the situation with a friend of mine, and he told me that I was acting entitled and not thinking logically because I am my maternal side first and only grandchild, so I'm moving selfishly and trying to justify it. I do think I'm being selfish, and although I am 100% supportive of my aunt and her wife having a baby, I'm just uncomfortable with it being my uncle's biological child and the hype around my grandfather's legacy. Am I being overdramatic? Do you guys think these are just perhaps abandonment issues speaking? How would y'all navigate this? Because I seem to be the only one outwardly objecting, and I don't want them to move forward with having a baby, and now I'm beefing with a damn baby. Thanks, and I love the show, Buffy. Girl. I think it is so weird when people do that. You need to have our last name so you can carry on the legacy thing. Like, I think that is so fucking weird. Nah, I wasn't going to be that cold-blooded, but damn. Most of you niggas aren't passing anything along.
Like, what are you passing down? Like a fleet of shipping trucks?
This is what I'm saying. Like,
what are you passing? Like a weave company?
Yeah, like if your granddaddy
invented a brand of socks
or something, like maybe we can talk. But what is this?
And no shade, like all of those things you wanting to pass it down, take it, whatever, fine. But like, no, they must have my last name on the blood. Like like you bitches don't have dragons. I'm confused.
Yeah.
Like this is some white shit. It sounds like some white shit. I want you to know that a lot of that shit was tied to incest. Like, girly, break free of all of that shit. Don't nobody need to have your same last name.
Yeah.
Don't nobody need to carry the anything of anything. And that's just standing in where we're at right now. I'm not even considering that you're going to have a baby with your last name that's going to turn 18, 21, or whatever and say, I don't give a fuck about your goddamn your motherfucking accounting company, bitch. You know, I want to go ride BMX or something. Like, you don't know your kids.
Yeah.
I mean, you know your kids, but you don't.
I think ultimately this is your uncle's decision. So I won't say that I don't know about you being selfish. Like you can have an opinion on it, but it's not like you trying to tell your uncle like, no, don't do this or else I'm not going to talk to you no more. But my bigger issue is that I just think your auntie is being so fucking weird about this legacy conversation. She doesn't have to have her wife get pregnant by her nephew in order to have a legacy. Like, or even to have the last name. Do they know that they can just have a baby or adopt a baby and then give the baby whatever last name they wanted to have? You can do that. This is just, I feel like they are being like, the justification behind it is so ridiculous to me that I see why you are so against it. But ultimately, like, I don't think it's your place to be like, you know, yes or no, either way. It's not really about you.
Right.
Like you not having your grandfather's last name doesn't make you any less one of his grandchildren. It doesn't make you any less a part of the family. And if she's making you feel like you're less than because you don't have the name, then that's like something that you and your mama should probably take up with her. I know she said some stuff about like, our last name would open more doors and opportunities for you, and even tried to get your mama to change it to like a hyphenated version. It sounds like she's just real attached to this name. But that's not your problem or your uncle's problem. Like, that's her problem. So I think he should do whatever he feels comfortable with. But yeah, they have some intense weirdness going on around the whole legacy thing that don't have nothing to do with you when it comes down to it. So you ain't got to have beef with the baby. You can keep the beef with your great auntie. But yeah, it's just a lot of weirdness for something that, again, like, what is this legacy? Like, please, if your family is like extremely rich and y'all invented something huge and your last name is like Kellogg or Disney or something, then come write us back and let us know. Otherwise, I think niggas do this. Well, I don't know if you Black, you might not be, but people have a tendency to do this over something that really amounts to not being much. No shade. So, yeah, but good luck, Buffy. If I were you, I would just remove myself from the hashtag discourse around it. I'm not going to get stressed out about what these people are doing when ultimately it don't affect nothing in my life either way. And good luck to you. We're going to wrap up the letters right there. Again, if you have a question for us, send it over to asktheread@gmail.com and take one more quick break. Be right back.
Hey guys, colder temperatures are coming and Brooklyn's soft, cozy home essentials offer everything you need to feel warm and fuzzy all winter long. Brooklyn partners with top caliber manufacturing partners and uses only the highest grade materials, resulting in durable, better with every use, hotel level home essentials that last through all bedroom activities and get softer over time. You know what that means? It means I don't have to continue to stuff a bunch of hotel sheets and towels into my luggage and take them home with me. I'll get all of the quality I need right here at home. Brooklinen's heathered cashmere sheets have the lightweight luxury of soft cotton and cozy Himalayan cashmere, while their limited edition seasonal colorways, ink blue and rust, transform any bedroom into a Swiss Alps resort. The bedding move-in bundle features a set of sheets, pillows, extra pillowcases, a duvet cover, and a comforter. Once you register with Brooklinen's rewards program, you're automatically a silver member, meaning you can start reaping the benefits even after your first order. I love the Brooklinen sheets. I love the comforter. Like, there's nothing like being wrapped up.
It's so nice.
In the way that I love my bed.
Listen.
But these types of sheets and coverings.
Cozy.
Just excel the experience of me going the hell to sleep.
Amen.
So for everything that you do in bed, check out brooklinen.com today for their luxurious home and bedding essentials and use promo code THEREAD for $20 off plus free shipping on your purchase of $100 or more. That's BROOKLINEN.com. And the promo code is THEREAD for $20 off plus free shipping. Let them know we sent you. Let's move on.
Hey, y'all. The long-term effects of therapy can give you the tools that you need to deal with challenges as they arise, strengthen your relationships, and give you a more optimistic outlook on life. Y'all know how I feel about therapy, obviously. And there's no better time to invest in yourself than right now, and you can get started with Talkspace. Speaking of getting started is the most important part of the entire process. There's no need to wait until something goes horrifically wrong in your life to start working with a therapist. Talkspace is also there to help with any specific challenges you might be facing. It's the #1 online therapy platform with thousands of licensed therapists trained in over 40 specialties, including anxiety, depression, relationships, and more. With Talkspace, your therapist can help you set and achieve your goals. Plus, it is secure and private, using the latest end-to-end bank-grade encryption technology to store client information. As a listener, you'll get $100 off your first month with Talkspace when you head on over to Talkspace.com/read. So to match with a licensed therapist today, go to Talkspace.com/read to get $100 off your first month and let them know that Kid Fury and Crystal sent you. Again, that's Talkspace.com/read, READ. Take care of your mental health, babe. So important now more than ever. All right, let's get back to the show.
Welcome back to the podcast, folks. We're going to go ahead and wrap the show up now with the read.
Amen. Do you want me to go first?
No, I've got it. I really don't have much to say.
Okay.
Truly. I'm just going to say the following. 1, at this point, you motherfuckers who are booking Kanye and Mari West to come and say whatever the fuck shot John for white people's attention and coinage, y'all are weird. Specifically black and brown people. You already know what it is. We already know what it is. And we know more than anything that you are doing this specifically to bring clicks, views, attention, and dollars to your piss poor publications. It's weird. It's dangerous. It's sad. And it's incredibly unnecessary for you to afterward go on these weird ass apology tours around everybody's podcasts and radio shows, acting as if you actually give a fuck about the outrage or the response to the bullshit that you knew was coming when you booked this guest in the first place. Yes. I find it weird. I find it counterproductive. I find it anti-black, and I find it all around lame. That's that. Next, George Floyd's family is suing a particular rapper for going on a particular podcast and telling particular lies. And I would just like to say that I hope that they get every motherfucking cent that this goddamn system got in store for. I want them to get every red penny bitch that they can. The end. Next. Let Chance the Rapper like whatever the fuck Chance the Rapper likes on Twitter. Mind your motherfucking business. You, your baby daddy, mommy, and whoever the fuck else have their motherfucking Twitter accounts, their fake Twitter accounts, their side Twitter accounts, their low-key freak Twitter accounts where they like porn of all kinds. If Chance the Rapper liked some porns, whether it was trans, whether it was intentional, whether it was not intentional, that don't sound like any of your motherfucking business. In fact, you motherfuckers are weird for knowing whatever every celebrity and blue check got in their likes at every goddamn second. What the fuck that got to do with you besides nothing, bitch? Mind your goddamn business. The end. You are weird, you're strange, and you're transphobic, and we really want to get down to it. Because if you simply like 2 pairs of titties, y'all bitches wouldn't be having so much to say about it. Yeah. Last but not least is a read update. The Trixie impersonator that I mentioned last week DM'd me and sincerely apologized.
Oh my God.
For blocking my view down to the show. And it was an apology I accepted. So thank you to that person for acknowledging that you ruined the show for me. I really appreciate it a lot. And hopefully I'll get to see them at another show.
Woo! Okay, I was not expecting that. Wow. Listen, you just never know who listens to the show. Although now that I think about it, I am not surprised that somebody who is a Trixie impersonator somehow heard this. So, yeah, well, I'm glad, all's well that ends well. I really appreciate the apology. Yeah, I mean, and never mind. I was about to say, I don't know if you have time, but never mind, you don't.
Sure don't.
You have a full-time job. I was about to say they're on tour or heading on tour overseas, but you ain't got time. You don't have, nope, just kidding. All right. Well, I am going to pass my read this week. Pass the read like we used to. Because somebody named Renee did a much better job cussing this person and situation out than I could have done. So again, this comes from Renee, who says, Nuri Martinez, you are one raggedy bitch. Now,
what?
I brought that name up and then I didn't get into it. And Renee said, since you didn't allow me, bitch. I, one of the blacks, drove my ass on down to LA City Hall last Tuesday to cuss you the fuck out. But since they stopped letting we the people in for public comment, I was kept outside where activists shut down the street. I was disappointed, but since you had at least some sense to not show up, probably because you knew we were all there to read you for filth, I protested, hollered, kept my black ass in the way, and went home. But bitch, I still got a lot to say. Your remarks that we heard in that meeting were racist, homophobic, anti-Indigenous, and anti-Semitic. Your comments about violence on an innocent black child were disturbing to anyone with an ounce of empathy, but especially upsetting to a community that has seen too much brutality and cruelty inflicted upon us. You were tasked to serve the citizens that elected you, not disenfranchise and denigrate them. Your conduct in that meeting and probably countless others is as tasteless and tacky as your Real Housewives of San Fernando Valley wannabe fashion sense. And speaking of absolutely fucking dusty, bitch, that resignation letter, I need you to be for real. You needed to apologize for your actions and ended it with, I hope I've inspired little Latinas. Child, please, inspire them to be what? Hateful, egotistical, narcissistic? Get the fuck out of here with your big chin, big forehead, little mouth ass looking like Johnny Bravo with a Tyler Perry lace front. And as for Kevin De Leon and Gil Cedillo lingering in the background like Ursula's eels, y'all need to be slithering your way on out the door as well. Addition from subtraction would have thought you resigned last week with some fiber of dignity left, but you both showed up to this meeting and acted surprised when the blacks booed and delayed it till y'all left the chambers and the building in shame. Gil, the voters already booted you from public office in the primary when you lost by 9%, so you been knowing your ass job was going to be jobless soon come. And Kevin, I might just borrow a tent from some unsuspecting White Walker in my neighborhood to camp out in front of your house with the rest of the protesters, since you think you can lay low for 2 more years. Use whatever last brain cell or sense you two trolls probably share to leave and spend your newfound time in racial sensitivity courses. And lastly, I seen the blacks Some brown folks and some Asians down to the city hall ready to get agitated. But guess who was absent as usual? That's right, the whites. Are y'all too busy mourning the Try Guys or melanin being present in your dragons and finger furry fantasy shows? Step the fuck up, you lazy ass bitches. If there was ever any moment where it was easy to not be dicks, this would be the one. If you can't manage to denounce bigotry or even violence against children, ain't no way you get a pass to celebrate the rich, diverse cultures of the people that are out here in these streets. Stay home with your chicken nugget pot pies and bread sandwiches in 2 weeks while the rest of the Rainbow Coalition enjoys pan de muerto, tamales, and best of all, a damn good time without y'all. I'm done. Take the trash out. Thanks, Renee. Well, girl, like I said,
Renee, I tell you that was funny to me. That was funny to me.
Renee, did you leave a read for anybody else? Did you leave a read for anybody else? God damn. Oh yeah, never mind. I was about to say, I thought that Kevin De Leon resigned, but he actually said he wasn't going to do that. So never mind. He said he absolutely won't, and you whores are going to have to vote him out if you feel a way about it. So I fully anticipate seeing that. But thank you, Renee. Woo. I mean, truly thank you, because I wanted to talk about it, but there was just so much going on, and I was fully overwhelmed. So thank you for putting it into words and getting these whores right together. If you have a read you would like to pass, you can send that on over to passtheread@gmail.com. Although sometimes y'all send them to the regular inbox, whichever one, either way. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for me this week and for this week's episode of the show. Again, make sure you check us out at thisistheread.com and on social media at thisistheread. Any announcements from you before we head out, friend?
I don't have any announcements, but I do have gratitude. I have gratitude that Trilloween Atlanta and Trilloween Los Angeles have both sold out their tickets. Yay. I have gratitude that I will be able to have a Halloween party again for the first time in a long time and enjoy the presence of loads of people who will act like they have some sense and party hardy. I have gratitude that I am working on another season of a successful HBO Max show. That we are working incredibly hard on with awesome, funny ass Black people where we can say whatever we want to about whatever the fuck we want to in our safe space. I have gratitude that a podcast that's almost 10 years old with someone that is a friend of mine that I don't despise, that I don't feel scorn towards. And her successes are mine, and the flow of this overall program. I can come here and consider it a safe space to create, to kiki, and to laugh, and to love. And I get money for it. I have gratitude that people in my life are living, kicking, screaming, raising, flipping, napping, drinking, eating, doing whatever it is they need to just exist, to feel as cozy as possible. I'm miserable, and yet I'm grateful.
Yes. Oh, God.
The end.
I feel the same way. And speaking of gratitude, I want to thank you for texting me yesterday and telling me to buy Dreamlight Valley. I went to bed at 5 a.m. I went to bed at 5 a.m.
Welcome.
5 a.m. I'm already on level 9.
Yeah.
Dreamlight Valley isn't you. And as soon as I started playing it, I was like, my nigga really knows me. Like, this game is complete. You get to clean up things. You just walk around cleaning up all day long. And the point of the game is like friends, relationships. You can hustle and be a capitalist all you want to, but you're not going to get ahead without connection.
Yep.
Without building connections with other people. I thank you.
sometimes
thank you.
You get points for just speaking
For being,
to a bitch.
For asking somebody
just
about
asking
their
a bitch
feelings.
how they're doing. Yeah.
I mean, as soon as we are done recording, I'm finna go right back in. I was like, if my professor could see me right now, knowing that I just asked for an extension on a paper, but I also spent 8 hours playing this fucking Disney game for children.
Running around and picking flowers for fucking Scar.
Running around and performing magic tricks when I should have been in here typing very fast. Yeah, but it's just been...
I mean, we have one life.
It's been, and it has been an incredibly rough few weeks for me. So thank you for telling me about this game. If you're looking for a nice, fun escape where you also, maybe get in your feelings a little bit, cannot recommend Dreamlight Valley enough. And yeah, thankful to still be here. Thankful to all of you for listening.
Toy Story's next.
Oh, cannot wait.
Woody and Buzz are coming next.
And that reminds me, I'm going to cuss out Tim Allen next week, but
we'll
leave that. We'll leave that for next week. And yeah, take care of yourselves, people of color.
We finally did it.
And we will see y'all.
I don't know if that was an accident, but it was also accurate in mood.
If that shows up on the recording, I am going to holler. All right. Bye, y'all.